We're given the integral of cosine inverse 2x, and this one is a fairly tricky problem. It's something that a lot of professors will put on exams. First thing to recognize is that this is solvable via integration by parts. We'll just say this is 1 times cosine 2x, or cosine inverse 2x. The first thing that we'll do here is we'll let u equal, I'm going to write it as arc cosine 2x, and then we differentiate to get the derivative of u, and in this case it is negative 2 over the square root of 1 minus 4x squared. It's important to note that we got the 2 here by differentiating the inside, and that we got the 4x squared here because the traditional derivative of arc cosine is 1 over the square root of 1 minus, or sorry, it's negative 1 of 1 minus x squared, and this x squared stands for whatever is inside of here. And so when you square both of those, you get 4x squared. Next, we have dv, which in our case is just 1, and we'll integrate that with respect to x to get x. We're dealing with integration by parts, so we'll go across the top and then down and over, and we'll get x arc cosine 2x minus the integral, and this is a negative 2 up top, so we can add 2 instead, x over 1 minus 4x squared under a radical, and we'll put that in terms of x. The next part of this is to do a u sub, so we'll let u equal 1 minus 4x squared. The derivative of u in this case becomes negative 8x, and we only need this to be x dx, and so to get that on this side we divide this by negative 8, divide this by negative 8, and then we can plug it all back in. So we've got x arc cosine 2x plus 2, and this 2 is actually over this negative 8, times the integral 1 over the square root of u du. And so we can rewrite this all and simplify it. So we'll say x arc cosine 2x minus now, because this minus sticks out in front, and this is just 1/4 times the integral of u to the negative 1/2 du. And now to integrate this, we add 1 to the exponent here. That becomes 1/2. We put it over 1/2, and then we flip and multiply to make 2u to the 1/2. So this becomes 2u to the 1/2. And so what we'll do then is we'll say x arc cosine 2x, and we've got minus 1/4 times 2u to the 1/2. And because we're dealing with an integral with no bounds or limits, we must add a constant at the end. We can go ahead and take care of this 2 and the 4, and we'll rewrite that as a 1/2. Let's go ahead and rewrite the whole problem. We've got x arc cosine 2x minus 1/2 u to the 1/2 plus c. And now we're almost done. All we have to do now is remember that we can't leave it in terms of x and u. We must put this u sub all the way back in, and we subbed u for 1 minus 4x squared. So what we'll do is we'll say x arc cosine 2x minus, and I'll put this 2 on the bottom of the whole thing, the square root of 1 minus 4x squared over 2 plus c. And that is the solution to the integral of arc cosine 2x. If you have any questions, or if you have any other calculus or physics problems you want me to try, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you found this helpful.